From the Daniels Republic, he is the Devil's Double Champion!
We are back here at Atomic Pro Wrestling's Chaos at the Carnival. And I have the, let's say, distinct pleasure of being joined by Logan Pierce here at the commentary table.
Oh wow.
And yet another distinct pleasure. The Devil's Double Jesse Daniels made his way to the ring. Now I don't know if you know this, Logan, that jacket, very expensive. It looks the part. I've been told repeatedly that it has to be treated very carefully, and anyone bringing it out of the ring after he takes it off gets a scolding if they are not super careful.
Can you blame it? Look at it. It's an entity into itself. It has its own ecosystem. Let's say, Jesse Daniels says, Logan. This man walks the part, talks the part, looks the part. Every minute's media is to be expected to do.
I do have to be very careful. He is my boss in Pro Wrestling League, so...
Yeah, I have him to thank for the Openweight Championship being made into a gold multi-man.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I use those terms extremely loosely. I have come on guys, you know what loosely means being from Toowoomba, surely.
I am unaware if that's PG.
Now I've traveled a great distance to be here today, and I have my eyes set on one man in particular. But he's decided to do a bit of a runner down to Adelaide. So I am left without a very specific person in mind. Personally, that doesn't sit okay. I think you people deserve a show. Do you agree? And does everybody here remember what happened last time I was here? And the show that I gave you all?
I do seem to remember Jesse losing to JKA.
Does he know about me? And for those of you unaware, the competitor that Jesse Daniels is referring to is Toa of Culture.
So this is an open invitation to anybody in the locker room who wants to come out here and fight one-on-one with the Devil's Double, Jesse Daniels.
I know Jesse Daniels fairly well, and I have a sneaking suspicion that this challenge is maybe not as open as he's leading everybody to believe.
You'd be foolish to leave that bracket.
Gold Hunter! Joseph!
I'll tell you what, I'm very excited to get going. I'm not going to have to advise you. He took a beating in that four-way match earlier tonight.
You know what? This is the second time that I've seen this time up through this game. Almost like I'm seeing at Rock Cancer. WrestleMania in the fight and immediately I come to a total plate on this time. I honestly expect that, but short notice, very done against someone like Jesse Daniels.
When I talk about having a chest full of gold, the art on this man is unbelievable. But Jesse Daniels might not be someone to trifle with while you're hurt.
I think he's walked into a bit of a trap here.
At your age, that's bloody weird.
The Devil's Double always has a plan and a plan B and a plan C.
And A all the way through to Y. From A to Y.
And once again, the crowd fully in support of Captain Joseph Blackheart here. He has made the Toowoomba faithful a huge support system for himself. And immediately with the striking game on the Devil's Double here. You would not think that Captain Joseph Blackheart had already competed in a match tonight, but
adrenaline can only get you so far though. Those jitters when the first bell rings and you get the crowd starts chanting your name, they can make you do incredible things. Huge leapfrog into a beautiful arm drag there, but that can only last so long. Mark my words, the first time Blackheart's back hits the mat, he very well might not be getting back up.
well, that's what happened earlier tonight when he suffered at the hands of the Misfit with some help from both John O'Reilly and Jake Murphy. After facing those three competitors, you can't be at 100%.
No, it's mathematically impossible.
And we see there the way that Jesse Daniels picks apart an opponent.
A single arm hammerlock into the buckle. That is unique offense. Only someone of his stature and experience could pull up. Jesse Daniels has been around the shop. He knows this game inside and out like the back of his hand.
And we saw him using the turnbuckle just before, now using the rope. Oh, making the most of a 5 count with extra bit of emphasis on the end.
And that's something that, not to get preachy here, but his generation, the older generation of wrestlers, do much better than myself and some of these newer guys. They know how to use the entire ring to their advantage. Oh! And I don't think Blackheart's going to be getting back up from that one. The knee straight into the spine.
It's called a backbreaker for a reason.
Sometimes the simplest name is the most fitting.
You know, this kind of torque on the shoulder here, after the damage that Jesse Daniels has already done. I appreciate what Captain Joseph Blackheart is doing here. He's an incredible competitor, but at some point you have to go, is continuing this match going to hurt my career long term?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of these young guns, they just want to focus on the now. They just want to focus on getting that big reaction at the moment, taking the opportunity. They don't think about how is this going to affect me years, months down the line. Oh, exactly like that. Exactly like that. I guarantee you, he will be feeling that for at least his next 2 matches. All because he wanted to be a hero and get the reaction to win the crowd.
And when you've got competitors in the ring like this, and you know this very well, injury is 1 second away that can put you out of the ring for an extended period. In saying that, incredible heart on display from Blackheart here, who goes up to walk the flag.
I've been on the receiving end of this. It is not half as easy to counter as you may think. But he's been worn down, and Jesse Daniels now, that is what I was saying, using the entire ring to his advantage. And now look at this, another single arm hammerlock in the ropes.
Jesse Daniels counting his own 5 count there before running the shoulder of Blackheart into the actual turnbuckle, the metal hook that keeps the ring rope attached.
There is no padding in that whatsoever. You can hit it any which way you want. Steel versus bone, steel wins every time.
Enziguri there from Blackheart with the rope for an assist. He's favoring that left arm still, but manages to get... Oh, that is it. Sweeping directly into a spine buster there for the victory.
Well, congratulations. You've got your moment, you've got your cheers. Now you need to go home with your wins.
I'm only just getting warmed up, and I sure as hell didn't come to Toowoomba just for a 5-minute match. So I don't care if it's you, I don't care if it's you, I don't care if it's any official from out the back. You find me somebody who is a good, worthy, appropriate, Jesse Daniels!
Did Jesse Daniels just challenge APW staff?
I've done that before. It doesn't always work out, but you've got to be joking. You've got to be joking. That can't be.
The return of Matt Plasma. Oh, and just deposited right onto the knee of Jesse Daniels. We saw Matt Plasma immediately take a bit of a tumble coming to the ring there, and then
driven head first into the mat. You count to 100.
Thank you for coming, Matt Plasma.
But I guess for stepping up, but
I said that bring me out someone who can actually wrestle and can actually fight. Give me that person, or I refuse to leave this ring.
Matt Plasma is rolling. Jesse, one of the top young prospects in this country today, Marston Holmes.
Now this, if Jesse Daniels wants an opponent with some fight, you're not going to get much better than Marston Holmes.
I gotta be honest, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. This has got me really interested. I want to see where this goes.
Marston Holmes, a name on the lips of a lot of people in Australian wrestling right now. Recently, found out he was on the hit list for Robbie Eagles in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
And at such a young age as well, still very young in his career and, quite frankly, in his life, to even be in the same conversation as those types of people really shows you the trajectory that this young man could very well be on if he plays his cards right.
And he's playing his cards right now, ducking that right hand before delivering a kick, leap through the ropes into that DDT, and getting the lateral press, but only getting a 2 count.
The fact that he has the Devil's Devil Jesse Daniels scrambling to the corner right now, and he's been in the ring for maybe 30 seconds of this match, I think we might be in the books for an upset here.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't know if it counts as an upset when you've got someone with so much potential as Marston Holmes with that low drop kick before tipping right back up off the head.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, he has to stay on him. There's moments where you're appealing to the crowd and you need to be getting on the cover immediately. That could very well be what costs him in the end. I understand that he's excited, he's full of youth and vigor, the crowd is chanting his name. You have Jesse Daniels on a knee right now. You need to capitalize.
You can see only getting a 1 count after such an enormous drop kick shows that maybe the capitalizing would have...
Oh, there it is again, a boot to the mush. Huge big boot instantly drowns out the moment.
Jesse Daniels is a guy who knows how to turn a match on a dime. We saw it right there. Absolutely spinning out Marston Holmes.
Oh my god, huge Michinoku driver there. And Marston kicking out. That surprises me.
That was a driver that Taka Michinoku himself would have appreciated.
And now the crowd letting him know how he feels. OPW. If I didn't know any better, I would say the crowd was getting to Mr. Daniels here a little bit. A little bit of hesitation there to continue.
Well, they were very clear with what they thought of him just then here in the Powerhouse. But now the Devil's Double has seen the pace that Marston Holmes likes to work at, and he's slowing it down, making this more of a grind, taking the air out of the lungs of Marston Holmes. You can see that right foot pressing into the hand of Marston Holmes on the mat. The Devil's Double knows how to use every inch of what he's doing to inflict damage on an opponent.
Well, that's the thing, Marston Holmes, you saw how he entered, you saw how he rushed Daniels. He is a fireball, and this is some advice that Daniels himself gave me back in the day. The problem with a fireball is it will eventually burn out. That's what he needs to do. He needs to smother Marston Holmes, but Marston does not give a damn, and he is igniting fire in himself. Oh my days. As I was talking him up, he might have just got his bell rung.
You saw even Jesse Daniels staggering off that one, so... Oh, the knee though! Firing from Marston Holmes.
Caught. Oh, single arm spine buster. Here we go.
And Jesse Daniels not done with Holmes.
He's going to teach this kid a lesson now. Congratulations, buddy. You came. You made your impact, but now you got to pay the toll.
And look, there's no shame in losing to a guy like Jesse Daniels. He's got so much experience and so much venom. But now he is just taking it to another level.
Oh, just stay down, stay down, stay down.
There it is.
That needs to have satisfied the devil, right?
Well, I would hope so, but apparently not.
Sometimes when you dance with the devil, you get burned. I don't want to say Master brought it on himself for this, but there are consequences to everything.
Consequences to everything. Oh! I hope there's consequences for Jesse Campbell. Push her, kick her out of the way. Insulting a competitor after the bell.
That's an interesting combination. We'll see if it comes back to bite him.
I feel like I said it earlier tonight. Once the bell's rung, your job is done. Anything afterwards is just evil. And that's what we saw from the Devil's Double.
Would you expect anything less from him?
Great point.
Statement made. JJ everything.